Here's where Hedera prices could go this week. And what's next? We'll answer those questions and cover the latest Hbar news in today's video. Welcome back to the Crypto Intel channel. If you enjoy staying up to date with everything around Hbar, please give this video a huge thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. That way you'll never miss updates, price predictions, and market analysis. So let's dive into our weekly prediction. We said the Hedera price needed to break above $0.0757 to open the door to $0.078, with $0.080 becoming the next major target if buyers stayed in control. That never happened. Buyers couldn't break through resistance. $0.073 didn't hold, and the downside won. Hbar is now at $0.0677, down 2.25% in the last day, doing worse than the rest of crypto. The main trigger was a $9.05 million exploit on the Bonzo Lend protocol that shook confidence in Hedera's DeFi scene. This week, everyone's watching to see if buyers can defend the recent lows or if Hbar keeps falling. Catalysts driving the Hedera price this week. The biggest pressure on the Hbar price came after a $9.05 million exploit on Bonzo Lend on July 11th. Attackers manipulated SOS token prices through a flaw in the third-party Super Oracle, allowing them to drain USDC and wrapped Hbar. The incident wiped almost 40% off Hedera's total value locked in just one day, triggering fresh selling as users withdrew funds. Institutional demand continues to provide some support. Canary's Hbar ETF attracted $989,000 in net inflows on July 2nd, its strongest daily intake since May 15th. Total cumulative inflows are now close to $93 million, with net assets of about $49 million, showing regulated investors are still adding exposure through exchange-traded products. The longer-term outlook remains supported by regulatory progress, since the SEC and CFTC classified Hbar as a digital commodity in March 2026. New investment products such as the Canary Hbar Spot ETF and Hashdex's Index ETF have expanded institutional access. Clearer regulation continues to remove barriers for larger investors looking at the Hbar price. What is the Hedera chart showing? We had a look at the Hedera chart and found the Hbar price breaking below the support zone that held throughout most of last week. That rejection near $0.0757 told you everything. Buyers just didn't have enough gas to keep the recovery going, and sellers took over. The drop has pushed Hbar back down to that 0.067 to 0.068 zone, which is where buyers showed up last time. So this level is the big one to watch this week. If they defend it again, we might see another attempt to bounce. But things have gotten shaky since the Bonzo Lend exploit. Price keeps making lower highs and lower lows. That's sellers in control, plain and simple. Trading volume also picked up as Hbar fell, which means people are selling with conviction. For buyers to turn things around, they need to push Hbar back above $0.070 first, then $0.073. Get past those, and $0.0757 comes back into view. Until then, it's best to stay careful. Where will the Hedera price go this week? Bullish case. If buyers get Hbar back above $0.070 and push through $0.073, it could retest $0.0757. Break that, and $0.078 could be next. Neutral case. Most likely, Hbar just hangs between $0.067 and $0.070 while the market digests the Bonzo news and waits to see what happens next. ETF money flowing in could help steady things. Bearish case. If $0.067 doesn't hold, Hbar could drop to $0.065. And if selling picks up across crypto, $0.063 to $0.064 would be the next floor. Right now, it feels like the market is getting ready to make the exact same mistake all over again. While most investors are still waiting for the perfect entry, the patient money is quietly adding to their positions. And if crypto history has taught us anything, it's that the biggest trends are born during moments exactly like this. The pattern has played out time and time again. First, the fundamentals improve. Then, the technical picture starts turning bullish. Institutional money begins showing interest. And only after that does retail finally pile in. That's exactly what Hbar looks like today. And if this trend continues, there's a real chance that what we're seeing now is only the beginning of a much bigger move. As of July 13th, 2026, several powerful catalysts continue supporting Hbar's bullish outlook. The first is the growing market rotation back into infrastructure blockchain projects. After months of speculation dominating the crypto space, investors are once again focusing on projects that deliver real-world utility. That's where Hedera continues separating itself from the crowd. ultra-fast transaction speeds, extremely low and predictable fees, energy-efficient architecture, enterprise-grade governance. These strengths continue making Hedera one of the most fundamentally attractive infrastructure networks in the industry. The second catalyst is the continued expansion of the ecosystem. Development around HashSphere keeps moving forward. Real-world asset tokenization continues gaining momentum. AI-focused infrastructure keeps expanding. Digital identity solutions continue evolving. New enterprise pilots and business partnerships are steadily strengthening the network. Every one of these developments adds another layer of long-term value to Hbar. There's another bullish factor that's becoming harder for the market to ignore: institutional interest. Over the past several weeks, investment products connected to Hbar have continued attracting attention from larger investors. At the same time, discussions surrounding potential exchange-traded products tied to Hedera remain active. None of this guarantees immediate price appreciation, but historically, increasing institutional exposure has often served as a strong long-term tailwind for fundamentally solid blockchain projects. Now let's talk about the technical picture. The chart continues looking stronger week after week. Following an extended accumulation phase, Hbar keeps printing higher lows. That's one of the classic early signs that a new uptrend is beginning to develop. Your plans, hopes, and expectations are for it. The best and most engaging comment will be featured in the next video. Just a reminder, friends, informational and news videos are posted on the channel every day, so you won't get bored here. And of course, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and click the bell icon so you're always up to date on all the latest news. And if you liked this video, please support me with a like. Your like is my motivation. Thanks to everyone for watching, and see you next time.